out here again. Last night I worked more on this wall here. I've got it pretty much finished. I just gotta have one more here and a couple on this side. Gotta tie these ones up a little bit. But then the sides and the roof are done. Now putting all these in here on the side and driving them into the ground and then tying them and such, it's actually taken a lot of stress off of the tie points right at the ridge pole, because now all that weight is also being distributed along these, so that's a big plus as well. Now why I'm putting these double these up and such, we have a huge population of coyote in this area and they're getting a lot more aggressive. Me and myself, a lot of people don't worry about it and stuff. I haven't had a coyote bother us yet, but they've been awful close at night. But if I'm laying in here and sleeping, and there's 4 or 5 coyotes, I'm sorry, I'm an easy meal. You're prey, basically. If you're just laying here sleeping, you're prey. And that can happen. And, like I said, I prepare for the worst. A coyote's not coming through this. It's impossible. A coyote's not going through those walls. It's not going through this roof. That's why I made it like this here. And plus, it's just a few extra poles. And I have some security. I'll sleep good here. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for this front. I guess I'm just making it up as I go, because this is basic. And when you build shelters, you can do it whichever way you wish. I mean, whatever you can think of. I'm half thinking of just putting poles right down the front and making a door. I can do that. This originally was going to be a double lean-to. I was going to put another ridge pole on that other side and build the same thing on the other side out that way. But it's just too many trees. So I'm not going to do that. And then I was going to put a fire in the middle. The only problem with a fire here, right here along the middle, is a lot of big roots coming from this tree. And if I dig down, unless I chop the roots out or something like that, there is a lot of roots right here. I usually never use a fire unless I'm just using it for, bush TV kind of thing, just watching it, or for cooking. When I sleep, I use this good sleeping bag that's rated 5 degrees more than what the weather network basically says. What I do is I check the weather before I leave. And if it says 0 degrees, I take a -5 or greater, just in case. And that's how I prepare. I watch the weather, and then I, dress accordingly, and even in it, and I dress, beyond what they say, so I'm covered if it does get colder. So that's how I go. Now, a lot of people think I'm just right alongside the road. I'm about a half a mile from a major highway out there. And what you hear is the echoing of right there, as you can hear. It's the echoing of trucks, the big trucks and stuff driving by. I'm about a half a mile in the woods, like I say. Now, anyhow, I want to mention this here too. I got one comment that all the trees that I got yesterday and cut, I'm selectively cutting these trees, and the ones that I'm getting are mostly dead. They're dead basically the whole way up, besides a couple little branches or something. They're dying. So anything that is, it's basically dead, or it's going to die real soon. And I'm taking dead ones. I am not cutting nice, vibrant trees. No, I am, there's too many to choose from. I don't have to. I don't just cut, live trees. Like I said, I am very selective. That's why it takes so long to do this. And if it's, you know, broke off at the top, like you see that one that I'm close up to, you can tell it's a live tree, but it's broke off at the top through a windstorm or whatever. So that rate, you know, there you go. It was dying. It wasn't dead yet, but the top was busted off. It's gonna die. So I took that one there. I mean, I'm very selective. So I just want to put that out there. Now I'm gonna get to this here, and gotta finish this wall up here and tie that up, and then I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. So I'm not gonna bore you with me tying all this up. Oh, before I go, I'll show you the bed, how it works. If you notice, like when I sit on that, it springs. Because like I said, these here are only 1.5 inches. Yeah, about 1.5 inches. And that allows, when I actually lay on this, it flexes. It has spring. It's not like a, you know, most of the beds, you know, you use for logs for and such, it, you know, hard as a rock. It's like sleeping on concrete. This one here actually gives you a little bit of spring, so it's not, it don't feel hard. Like I'm laying on it right here like this here, and no, it's not hard. And as you see, it bends down as such when I'm actually sitting on it. So that's a good thing. Just a good tip. When you make these here, make them a little bit smaller in diameter, and it'd be a little better for you to sleep on. Stuff isn't the easiest to tie. This twine. I believe it's a cotton twine. I believe. And sometimes this gets tricky. But I'll tie this down bottom. And that's pretty well it. Now this strong structure like this is good also if you have blowing branches around and such, that it's not going to collapse as easy. If you're caught out here in a storm, it's better to have a strong shelter. Yeah, it's funny how much road noise you get even way back here. It just echoes through here. If you guys spend a lot of time in the woods, you'll know that you can be a mile back in the woods and you still hear that stuff. I know you do around here. Takes a long, you gotta go a long ways back in the woods before you stop hearing traffic. Okay. That's good all the way across there. I just got a couple on, couple more to finish up right here. Cut these off. It's just good to go. Okay, so here it is. That's that wall there. It's all tied up top and down below. Got the bed here, and this wall here is all tied up and below. So it's pretty secure. You don't have to worry about this. Plus, like I said, it strengthens the ridge pole up here, because since that's all tied, the weight's distributing over that whole thing. Now, over here I have a whole bunch of brush. Now, I found dead trees that were blown over in the storms and such that you know, still had their branches on them, and I trimmed them off so I could use this to I think I'm gonna start putting it on the sides kind of thing. I'm just gonna weave them in the sides just for some you know, insulation value kind of thing, windproofing. Not going to put them up and down. I'm going to just weave them in. That's my next step. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this or not, because this is going to take a buttload, and I don't have a whole lot. This here don't have to be very thick, just got to keep out some wind where it's straight up and down. But we shall see what I can get out of this anyway. Maybe I'll get one wall done if I can find some more down trees. We'll see. You can see the way that's coming across here now. Just weave them in so they lock in place. Sometimes they want to turn on you. There you go. Not sure if I'm going to have enough brush to do this or the other side, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I may only put it up to about here, because that way there will keep the wind off me while I'm sleeping. I don't know. Thing is that the way I'm doing this is, you know, with using minimal resources, really. You know, I'm skimping because of the, you know, trying to conserve. If I can find enough of these boughs off of, you know, fallen trees, I will do it. But if I can't, I'm not going to. And I think it's starting to rain. It's supposed to rain today. I was hoping to get some of this done before it started raining. Yeah, it's starting to rain. I don't have a waterproof camera. So, I think this will be it until I get this finished, figure out what I'm going to do with this. And so this is just going to be a quick video. We shall see when it's all finished what I actually came up with. Have a good one. This is what I told you. Yeah. I wouldn't have wanted to be this guy. He is stripped clean. There's a lot of coyotes in this area.